जब घायल हुआ हिमालय, खतरे में पड़ी आज़ादी। जब तक थी सांस लड़े वो, फिर अपनी लाश बिछा दी। जब देश में थी दिवाली, वो खेल रहे थे होली। जब हम बैठे थे घरों में, वो झेल रहे थे गोली।
ऐ मेरे वतन के लोगों, जरा आँख में भर लो पानी। जो शहीद हुए हैं उनकी याद करो कुर्बानी।
थी खून से लथपथ काया, फिर भी बंदूक उठाकर 10-10 को एक ने मारा, फिर गिर गए होश गंवाकर। जब अंत समय आया तो कह गए कि अब मरते हैं। खुश रहना देश के प्यारों, अब हम तो सफर करते हैं, अब हम तो सफर करते हैं। If the Indian Defence Forces fail, the consequences for our civil population are going to be very severe.
If the state is weak, it can be overrun or inconvenienced by its neighbors. If it's strong, it can chart and control its own destiny.
Today, India is surrounded by two very formidable enemies, China and its proxy, Pakistan. And our soldiers, in this day and age, they can do a far better job if they know that their families back home are taken care of.
This sword was surrendered by a Japanese commanding officer to my grandfather in Indochina in the Second World War. This is a token of that victory, Allied victory, and it was bought with tons of blood, sweat, tears, anguish, sacrifice of a generation.
My dad was in First World War. My Tauji was in First World War. Many of my relatives were in Second World War. 3 of my brothers have served in the Indian services, Indian Defence Services.
There are numerous unknown soldiers, those who have given their life, protecting our national borders, protecting our life, and have left behind young widows and children. Just imagine that your dad had just left by train. You said goodbye to go to the border. And then, in a month's time, you had to go to Delhi to receive his dead body in a body bag. Imagine the feeling. How would you feel if you were in that position?
When my nephew Ram Nivas passed away, he left behind a 23-year-old widow and a 10-month-old infant son. Our rural customs, unfortunately, they do not give a lot of respect to the widowed wives and orphaned children. This is a very unfortunate thing. Now 8 years have passed and they are still struggling. And this is very tragic, and this kind of situation is far too common in India, and it's very sad.
An important point which I wish to share is that the family of the fallen soldier bears their grief in silence and with a lot of grace. And there's no tamasha around it, so you'll never hear about it, but it happens, and it happens all the time.
जब मैं दिल्ली में posted था, it was part of my duty to receive dead bodies coming from the border. And when you see so many dead bodies coming of these Jawans, दिल फट जाता है. It really affects you emotionally very much. And then when I have to hand over those bodies to the families, the wives and children of these Jawans, I can't really express the way, I mean, they're totally devastated, totally devastated.
Shradha's goal is to raise money, time, and guidance for the fallen soldier's wife and the children.
Shraddha is an attempt to help those children achieve higher education, where we could give them financial help so that they could go to the better colleges. You all have a pledge letter in front of you. I would request you to make your pledge now to help these children. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for participating in this event today. We really appreciate your support, and we encourage you to contribute generously for the mission of Shradhaa.